Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 310 of the Level Up program and day number 20 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my learning how to shoot the dice, or daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as practicing a blue-collar craps style of play. Let me get into a screen here really quick. Let's make sure everything is working good here. There it is. Okay, good. It is working. We got Randy Hill checking in on YouTube, as well as Coach Joe. Good morning. And I'm trying to get the kick.com streams up and going here, just so I can see what's going on there as well. And yeah. So last night, I put out the new video, and that was the introductory video to the blue collar craps system. So if you guys did not check it out, which is probably the majority of people, if you did not check it out, go and check it out when we're done here today. I've had about 30 views, and I posted it probably, I don't know, about 4 or 5 o'clock last night, and had a couple likes, a couple comments, so kind of a neat little video. And again, like I said, just an introductory video to the blue collar craps system, and talks about what's coming up in the future here. But anyhow, we're going to switch over to Stick Right 1 today. We have a $2,017 bankroll, so we lost about $150 yesterday. We had what was it, 5 shooters yesterday, 2.7 outs. We had 2 decent rolls, and we had a 3 shooter. So surprisingly, that's all we lost is that 150. So we dug out of the hole quite a bit with some of the shots that we did have. Good morning, Danny Puckoff checking in. We got Red from Michigan checking in. Good morning, good morning. And we've got 4 people over on the kick.com side of things, so make sure that you do say hi. But let's get started here. We're going to go with a $15 pass line bet on the Crapsee app. And if you're new and you're playing along with Crapsee here, make sure you check out the channel, Craps Master Journey at on YouTube, and make sure that you guys do give me a like and subscribe on the videos if you are enjoying this content. Now we got Kevin Smith checking in on YouTube. We got Duracell 8, and by the way, congratulations to Duracell. He had a monster roll, both him and his brother, last night during the international shooter competition. So it was very nice to see that happen as well. I have officially been eliminated for the tournament as of about 2 days ago. I did not make the top 32, which is funny because I just had a terrible throw that day. 9 was my top roll. Last year I took 4th place in the tournament. Out of, I think last year we had just about 50 people. This year there's almost 70 people. So good morning, Roger OMC Craps checking in, and Joseph Ramis. So let's get started here. We got $15 pass line bet. Let's go all bets set. 3236. Again, we're shooting from Stick Right 1. I have not shot from this position for a couple weeks. I did a couple warm-up throws, and it did go well. So we'll see how it goes. Dice out. A little bit high energy, and we got to come out 7. So that is a 167, which is funny because I have not thrown many 7s during my warm-up here. But anyhow, bet accordingly until we get warmed up and we know what's going on with the dice and that. 167 is a pass line winner, a natural. So we're going to stick with that $15 pass line bet. Some people would say, hey, Joe, parlay it. But with the blue collar crap style, we're not going to parlay it unless we're in profit and we would have that fun money going on. So again, we're going to go 3-2, 3-6. By the way, that was an implosion of that left die. That was a single pitch away on that right die. And that is a warning shot. So we're going to kind of keep an eye on that as well. Kevin keeps on talking about disqualifying himself from the competition. Kevin, make sure that you stay in the competition because any given day, anybody can do anything. You know, last year I I consider myself this year a much better shooter than I was last year, and last year I got the top 4. Some people get very lucky days, some people have very bad days. Last year, first round of competition, there was a lot of people that were did not make it even to the second round. I think George from CY was actually one of them who did not make it to the second round last year. So it just depends on the day. So don't get scared or discouraged by seeing some of the scores that are being posted right now. So 3-2, 3-6, days out. Dice did cross at the end. We have another 1-6-7. So we're going to switch over to that 3-6-3-2 dice set. That's 2 warning shots in a row. Again, that is an implosion on that left die. That was a single pitch on the other die, on the right die. And the other part about that shooter competition, guys, is it was meant to be a friendly competition amongst all the people that are involved. It is a challenge, I will say that, but it's supposed to be fun, and that it is. You know, take it for what it's worth. So 3-6-3-2 is what we're switching over to. We're sticking with that $30 or $15 pass line bet yet. We have $30 brought back to the rack already, profit here. It was both come out 7s, so we'll all bet set here, and dice up. So we switched over to the 3-6-3-2, and we have a 2-4-6 to Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So 6 will be our first point for the day. And since we're at that $2,000 bankroll level, we're going to go with 128 across bet level. So that's going to be 4 units on all the numbers. And let's go $20 on that 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 24 on that 8. And we are not going to, at the current moment, do any pass line odds. That was an implosion on that left die. That was a double pitch on the right die. So that is a safe result. But again, we have to watch out for that double pitch on the dice. So let's go. All bets set here and dice out. 3-6-3-2. This is the cousin 2 set if you're following along with how I name things. A little bit long on the landing zone. We have a 3-6-9. That is a center field 9. A little sluggish today, guys. I've been up for, officially right now, I've been up for almost 26 hours. As soon as I get done with this live stream today, I will be hitting the shower and hitting the bed right away. So it's long overdue. So if I'm a little slap happy today, please bear with me. So that was a 9. We're going to go 27 pressure across. And that would be bringing the 4, 5, 9, 10 up to $25, $30 on that 8. We're now going to pick up $15 in pass line odds. So we have $160 on the table currently. And again, that was a primary on that left die this time, and that was a implosion on the right die. So 1 dice off axis. We're going to stick with the 3-6-3-2, which is a cousin 2 set. Again, what we're looking for is making sure that we're not having warning shots, which we're not right now. And we're looking for a 3 or 4 on top, 3 or 4 on top, not both. And on that last 2 dice, we had either a 3 or 4. So that is a good result. So let's call that all bets set here. 16 people playing in Crapsee. You got 20 people watching on YouTube. 7 likes. And we've got 2 people over on kick.com. Dice out. And we have a 2-6-8. That would be the Duracell 8. And he says, go out and support free live craps. Give that thumbs up where deserved and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Only if you enjoy that content. So 2-6-8. And that was the second hit that we're looking for. So now with this 128 across, remember that first bet unit was a 4-unit across. The second bet unit was the 5 units across. Now we're going to bring our bets down because we're almost out of the shooter. Actually, we are out of the shooter, especially with those pass line come out winners. And we're going to go 60 on the outside. So that would be now, because of the $15 pass line bet, we have $75 on the table. So we have $15 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. That $15 pass line bet, we brought $93 back to the rack. Remember, our goal today is to get about a $200 profit. So that should bring us our bankroll up to about $2,200, give or take a little bit of change there. So we had a 2-6 on that last roll. That was an implosion on that left die. That was an implosion on the right die. So we had a double implosion on the dice. So 3-6, 3-2. We're going to stick with that. And dice out. We got Ryan from Mark the Point checking in. Good morning. Ryan must have been up early this morning because he commented. He was one of the 2 people that commented on my video. And that was a couple hours ago, so dice out. And we got a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So that's going to be another box hit here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just trend bet this. And let's bring that right up to $25. So that way, if we do hit the 9 again, we'll have enough money minus $1. In other words, we need to drop $1, but we'll have enough money to pick up that 6 and 8. But actually, no, if we hit it again, we'll just pick up the 8 because the 6 is covered on that pass line. So that was a double pitch on that left die. That was a single pitch on the right die, so there's a single pitch towards us. So that is ultimately a single pitch of the dice, and that is a safe result. And let's go off that set here. Dice out. So I am going to be going down to Milwaukee this Friday night. I'm going to meet up with Wisco 3:30. If anybody's going to be in the area Friday night, make sure that you do check out the Potawatomi Casino. Ooh, that was a super long roll. We got lucky. We got a 3-6-9. Perfect. So we got lucky on that one. So the Potawatomi Casino, it's in downtown Milwaukee. They have I believe their table, I don't know how many tables they have there. I think they have 2 tables, but I'm not exactly sure. They have a good morning, Dustin one. Where have you been, my friend? I have not seen you for a long, long time. Welcome back. But I think they have 2 tables. I'm not sure. I know that it is a $15 table, and I heard that the table or tables have been really packed all the time. So anyhow, primary on that left side, that was a implosion on the right side. Again, we're going to go back 3-6-3-2, and we've been consistently getting either a 3 or 4 on top on our dice. So that is a good thing. That was a 9, so we were to press the 9 up to $35, and we are about $34 away from goal. So that's one thing that you have to remember, keep an eye on. Actually, 34 plus 15, because we can't take that pass line off. So 34 plus 15 is 44, $49 away from profit goal. So dice toss. 3-6-3-2. Ooh, way short on that land zone. Wow, we got lucky again. What's the chances of that, guys? A 3-6-9. Wow. So I'm not going to really analyze the dice on that one. That was a terrible throw mechanically. We just got lucky with another 9. So that's going to be $49 brought back on that hit. So we are actually at profit goal right now. So I'm going to pull my bets down. We're just going to play that pass line bet. and we made our $200, so we're at $22.15 right now. So actually $2 short of what the goal was. But we're gonna pull it down a little bit, and we will roll it out and see if we can hit that pass line, and then we can start going up again maybe on the next shooter. So that was a primary on that left side. That was another implosion on the right side. Again, not really analyzing it too much because that was a terrible, terrible throw. So 17 people playing in Crapsee. We got 25 people watching on YouTube. Make sure if you're watching here, say hi in the chat. Excuse me. So 3-6-3-2. Again, we're shooting from stick right 1, and I've not thrown from this position for a few weeks now. Dice out. Dice stick cross right at the end. We have the 2-2 hard for the Ian double deuce, or 2-2. Let's go on a cruise with Brian from Holy Roller, who actually is on a cruise right now, and he's on a cruise with Jeremy from Collar Up. They're on the Lure of the Seas, which is a Royal Caribbean ship. And that's the only ship I've ever been on. I went on that ship about 2 years ago. It was freaking amazing. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And I would love to go back on another cruise here. So we're looking to hit that 6. If we can get that 6. I took all my bets down because we are at profit goal, and that is what Blue Collar Craps is all about. Get to your goal and either have that as the end of your session or have that as the end of your day. Depends on where you're at and what you want to do. Again, you know, I did that this last week, and I started with $18, 6 and 8. Took a hit. I went up. I gave in $3. I went up to 30. Got that. Brought it down, and I played a little bit of the Iron Cross or modified Iron Cross. Got to 96 cross, and as soon as I got to 96 cross, I brought my bets down. And the guy next to me goes, "Yeah, that looks like a good idea." And it was a pretty long roll, but he didn't do it. And the next roll was a freaking 7. So he was like, "Oh my God, I should have done that," you know. And then I did it one more time on the second shooter. I got the 30, up to 30, I got that hit, brought it down, and I actually took 1 or 2 more hits, and then I brought everything down. I was at my $175 goal for the day. So let's go all bets set, 3-6-3-2, and dice out. Ooh, dice split apart when they left my fingers, but we have another 6-2-8. That is again that Duracell 8. So go out, support free live craps. And you guys know the drill. So I'm looking for at 6 though. So life has been trying, to say the least, says Dusted One. That was a single pitch on that left eye. That was a single pitch on the right eye. So that was a primer on the front face. So that is a safe result. 3-6-3-2. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. So I dropped from 25 people watching down to 13. So I'm assuming that somebody just went live. Maybe Brian just went live, or people got sick and tired of listening to me. So who knows? Dice out. A little bit high energy, and that roll does come to an end. We got 3-4-7 ouch. So you should have been able to make a little bit of a profit on that roll. That was an 11 roller, so we got a double-digit rate off the bat. So good morning, Jen. Can't get tired of Big Joe. Well, Big Joe is tired, I will tell you that. Like I said, I've been up for 26 hours here, and I will be crashing the bed. In fact, yesterday I was watching a show, and I cannot remember what show it was. And thank you, Jen. And Jen hollered at me. She said, "Go to bed, Joe." And I didn't work on Sunday nights, so I was out running errands while I was watching whatever show it was. But since we met our goal, I'm going to press my luck here. We're going to go up and we'll do it. We'll bet on this next shooter here, see if we can make a little bit more than a $200 profit. But I'm not going to do any line bet. I'm going to pretend that somebody else is shooting, so we're not going to do any pass line or don't pass line bet. And let's go all bet set here again. 17 people playing here. That was on John's coffee shop. That's right, Jen. Thank you. So 3-2, 3-6. This out. So we went back to the cousin one set here. And we have a 2-5-7. So that's exactly why we're not using that cousin one set. So we got to go over to that cousin two right away. So that will be the 3-6-3-2 is where we're going to go to. We had a 2-5. So we're going to go 3-6-3-2. Good morning, Lazy Dog. Lazy Dog was the other person that commented on that video that I put out last night, and he had a very nice comment. So I appreciate the support that everybody does have and does give. That video, whether it looks like it or not, I actually shot that video about 2 weeks ago, 2 weekends ago, and it took me probably about 40 to 45 minutes to video it, but I probably have 10, 12 hours of editing time in on the video. So it was a lot of work. I still need to get better at my editing, but I've come a long way since the beginning. 3-6, 3-2, dice out. Looking for a point. Dice stick cross, we have aces, magic aces, 1-1-2. So if you're playing at ATS, that will be a little bit of help for you. The dice did hit the wall, and they kind of spun around the end there. Again, I'm not playing a pass line bet or anything, so it does not affect me. But if you are playing a pass line bet, make sure you put a craps check out or protect yourself somehow on that. So we'll go 3-6, 3-2, and we'll make sure we dial in on that landing zone. And let's call it all bet set. We got 18 people playing. Good morning, Wayland's checking in. Dice out. A little bit long on the land zone. We have a 1-6-7, so we will get a point established here sometime. Maybe I shouldn't bet. Maybe I should just take the profit that I made on that first shooter. I should just run, but we'll see. Last time at the 3-6, 3-2, others will switch back to the cousin one set. So 3-6, 3-2. So Biloxi, that would be a fun trip. I would love to go down there. Maybe go down for the Brownwater Bash sometime. My goal this year is to save my money up a little bit and try to make it to the Crafts for the Cure this year. I worked on the table design again a little bit last night. Good morning, Brian. Checking in on YouTube. Worked on a table design a little bit again last night, and I think I have at least the receiving portion down cold. I have the dimensions down. I put a request out this last week and every day this week so far, and I know John from Crapsee has also mentioned that I'm looking for player chips. If you guys have any player chips and you want to share, I would love to have 2 of them from you. One would be for my personal collection. One would be going towards that table building that. Also, I had put a request out to see if there was any used felts or anything, and I already had somebody offer to get me 2 felts to be using. So one for the receiving station, one for the throwing station. And let's get the dice out here. Let's see if we can get a point established. Sorry about the talking here. Yeah, we have a 4-5 hard 9, Big Daddy Max. So 9 will be our point. And that's going to help us or allow us to go to the 128 across again. Actually, I'm not going to because I've made go. I'm going to practice what I'll be doing down in Milwaukee here. Yep, Jen, that's awesome. If you could do the Big AZ's meetup here. I know that a couple people that are there I will contact. Personally, I know like Alfredo I'll talk to. I know he's down there. I already talked to Big AZ. Big AZ said he would send it up as soon as he gets back home, if he hasn't sent it out already. So I know those two are coming, but the rest of them, yeah, definitely hit them up, Jen, if you would, please. Anyhow, when I go down to Milwaukee on Friday, I'm going to go down with a $700 bankroll, and I'm going to start off with a $24 6 and 8. So let's do that right now. It's $24 6 and 8. And if I get either one of them to hit, what I'll do is I'll go up to $36 on both of them. So let's call that all bets set here. We're going to stick with the 3-6, 3-2. And dice out. And we have a 2-3-5, the Justice 5. This table does have ears. Just talking about Jen, and we have her dice set show up on the table. Amazing. So I also had another individual offer some felt. I believe it's an underlayment felt, as well as one of the bumpers for the back wall, the alligator wall. So that was kind of a neat offering, something I didn't ask for, but it was offered, and I probably will be accepting it, but it's going to be a little bit before I get to that point where I'll need it. We got Marble Fork checking in. Good morning, Marble Fork. So anyhow, we got 3-6, 3-2. And that last one was a 2-3, so that was an implosion of the left die. That was a primary on the right side. And we'll call that all bets set here. I'm looking for a 6 or 8. That's all that I have on the table right now. The other day I was nailing sixes and 8s left and right. Slightly long in that landing zone, we have a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Max. So we're definitely seeing repeat dice results. And 9 is a hot number today. Maybe it'd be better if I go over to the 5 and 9. But usually when I do that, that's when I start rolling the one I took it off of. So that was our point. We'll be coming out looking for a new point. Let's see what we get. If we get a 5 or 9, I'm going to take those bets off the 6 and 8, and we'll put it over to the 5 and 9. But anyhow, I'll give you guys a couple seconds here to get your bets in. That was a double pitch on that left side. And that was a single pitch on the right side, so that's ultimately a single pitch of the dice, both on axis. Back up to 24 people watching. You got 12 likes on YouTube. Make sure you give me a thumbs up on the way out, everyone, please. We got 3 people over on Kick. We got Seth that checked in on Kick. Good morning, Seth. And let's call it all bets set. And I saw we got John Borland checking in. So thank you for practicing for me. I got to run, launch over. So thank you for checking in, John. Welcome to Level Up. And I saw. Slightly short on the landing zone. We got a 6-5 mid-middle. Yo, that is Chiro coming to us from above. And that is a number I really have not thrown a lot of lately. For a while there, I was throwing it like every 3rd or 4th throw. And that was when Chiro was all on our mind, which he still is. But I really have not thrown it too many times. So that was a 6, which was a single pitch away on that left die. And that was a 5, which is a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that's a double pitch of the dice, so we got to be careful with that. Again, 3-6, 3-2. And let's still looking. Oh, that was a, what was that? That was a, we're still in a come out. So that was a pass line winner, a natural. So looking for a point yet. We'll go all bets set here. And dice out. Yeah, we have magic aces again. 1-1-2. Oh my God, are we going to get a point? This shooter's been all about not making points, and then when we get a point established, then you hit it right back again. So we're still looking for income here on this one. I'm still looking for a point, and that was a kind of a weird throw, but we'll go back to the 3-6-3-2. By the way, that was a single pitch towards us on that left die. That was an explosion on the right die. So an explosion with a single pitch towards us is a safe result with this 3-6-3-2, the cousin 2 set. If we were on the cousin 1 set, that would be a warning sign. So again, all bets set here. We got Uncle Hoku checking in. So he said monster rolls from Money Shot for 2 hats at the Fremont, and Chef Dice is killing it. And always playing with Uncle's rules. Rule number 1, pay yourself first. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. That is awesome. So that's awesome to see that they're doing well. And we'll go 3-6-3-2, day 7. Looking for a point. A little bit low on a trajectory, but we have a 2-5 Justice 5, another repeat dice result, so we're back on that 5. Now I had said if I threw a 5 or 9, then we're going to switch our bets over, and I will do that. So we're going to take that $24 6 and 8 down. Let's make that look like a $20 5 and 9. So let's go down on that. We'll go. And those are place bets, by the way. So $20 5 and 9. So if we take a hit on that, we'll go up to what would we go to? We would go to $30 on 5 and 9, and then we would come down and then put up whatever profit we have. So always be collecting, says Duracell, and that is 100% accurate. So that was an implosion on that left die. That was a primary on the right die. So that was a safe result. 3-6-3-2, and we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. I kind of veered over a little bit, but that is magic aces again. That might be a repeater win there. Kind of veered over to the left a little bit. That is a repeater. Awesome. Again, if you're putting that ATS, that was one where we hit, but everybody always likes those bookends hit. We've only hit 4 numbers so far on this shooter. We're 10 rolls in. So Dice Coach makes me collect the first and then full press on the second hit. And he also makes you go turn your bets off when you see these numbers right here, Jen. So 3-6-3-2. And we'll call this all bets set here. Looking for a 5 or 9 for myself. Dice out. Slightly long on that land zone. We have a 6-2-8. I told you that happens. I told you that happens. You take my money off the turn number and I hit that number usually next. So that's the Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. And last night on his shooting competition, he didn't have to type it in. He actually started saying it at the end. So, and everybody kind of did a little bit of a comment or chuckle at that. So 3-6-3-2. And we're going to keep our bets the same because if I switch back, I'll hit the 5 or 9 right away. So 17 people playing, 22 people watching, 13 likes, and we got all bets set. Thanks out. Ooh, I veered off to the left a little bit, and that left thigh stuck. That is the end of the roll. 1, 6, 7, ouch. So I went back in, spent a little bit of money. So we were down below goal. So now we got to go back and start betting like normal again. And our throws have been off a little bit. We've not really had consistency on these last few throws. So coming out here, we'll go back to the cousin one set, 3-2, 3-6. And I'm going to go $15 pass line bet. Coach Dice is off, and the first row after the point, click first, press only the number hitting, good basic principles. And all bets set here. Dice out. Looking for a new point. This is shooter number 3. So I've had 2 decent shooters to start off with today. Slightly short on that line zone this time, but we got a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at N, Daddy Joe. So that is our first 4-6-10 for the day. In fact, that's our first 10 period for the day. So we've been hitting primarily the inside numbers here, 5, 6, 8, and 9. So 24 rolls, 9 of them have either been 8 or 9. And we also hit that magic aces 3 times already. Wow. So that was a double pitch on that left die. That was a single pitch on the right die. So ultimately, that was a single pitch of the dice. We're going to go 128 across. So that's going to be 20 hours and 4, 5, 9, 28, sorry, 24 and a 6 and 8. And let's go 3-2, 3-6. Nice. The left one stuck again, and every time that thing sticks, we get a 2, 5, 7, Bruce. So, guys, that is a great example right here. Blue collar crap style, get to go, end the session, walk out of the casino, call it a day, whatever. So we made go on the first shooter. Second shooter went up just for shits and giggles, and we lost that, what was it, $30 or whatever it was, or $40. And then now we just got stung for $123. So we now have got to make almost our whole entire profit up for the day. And that is how fast it goes. So if you make goal or you even get close to goal, guys, consider coloring up, consider getting off the table, and do that on a regular basis, and you'll be amazed on how much more money you will be bringing back home. And that is going to be one of the things I'll be talking about during our Blue Collar Craps videos that'll be coming up. And I hinted on that with the new video that I put out last night. So let's ladder up once here. We'll go to $30 pass line bet. We'll do a ladder just one time here and see what happens. And we'll call that all bets set. 15 people playing along yet on Crapsee, 23 people watching. And 3, 2, 3, 6. We'll go dice out. And we have a 6, 3, 9, center field 9. So 9 will be our point. And I changed my stance just a little bit. I got a little bit lower to the table on that last throw. So we'll see if that little bit of a change is something that'll help us with the rest of our throws. But that was an explosion on that left die. That was a primary on the right die. So 3236. And again, we're going to go, what's 128 times 2? Oops. So that's going to be $40 on the 4, 5, and 10. We got 48 on a 6 and 8. And we are not going to do any pass line odds. So we have got 246 on the table currently. Call that all bet set. Dice out. Dice did cross on us. We have a square pair, hard 8s, 4, 4, hard 8. So that is perfect. That is hit number 1. And that will be $56 brought back to the rack here. What do we do? Rather than pressing up like I normally would do, because I would have done like 27 pressure, I actually would have done 54 pressure here because we have enough brought back. Let's do this one. So let's do a Dallas drawdown. So we're going to actually draw this down in half. So we'll go back down to that 128 across now. So let's go $15 in the, nope, not $15, $20 we need to get to. $20 in the 4, 5, and 10. 24 into 6 and 8. So that way we have $56 brought back, 138 on a table. That was a double pitch on both dice. So that was a primary in the bottom, in other words. So that is a safe result. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. That's comfortable. Let's regrip them. And we're going on hour number 27 here of being awake. So this is good practice, I guess, for being tired and throwing. Slightly left on that on the landing zone there, we have a 1-1-2 magic aces again. I don't know where those magic aces are popping out of because that's not something I normally throw on a regular basis. And today that is, what, 4 times today? Wow. Okay. So 3, 2, 3, 6, and that was not a normal throw, so we're not going to analyze that dice result. So we'll stick with the last one. And we have Buckeye Slim checking in on kick.com. I didn't see it till just now. Did he miss a monster roll? We had 2 decent rolls. The first one was actually a better roll, even though it had 54 points on that second roll quality points, and that was only because I hit the repeater on the aces. Second roll shooter was high number. The quality of it was probably not the best. So let's go all bets set here. Looking for a second box hit so we can come down on our bets. And we have a 2-2 hard for the Ian Double Deuce. 2-2 is going to cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. So that was the second hit that we were looking for. So that means we brought $135 back to the rack. So we got back basically all the money that we lost on that last shooter. I only brought back 95, so I'm almost there. Pardon me, that was a mistake on my part here. So let's go 60 in the outside again. So we'll bring our bets down. We'll go outside 60. So that's $15 in 4, 5, and 10. We have a $20 or $30 pass line bet. So we have $95 brought back to rack, 75 on the table. If I make another $68, that'll bring me to go again. So, and that's only if I can bring all the bets off the table. That was a single pitch on that left die. That was an explosion on the right die. So if we have an explosion on the right die and a single pitch, what single pitch was it? That was a 2. So, oh no, I'm sorry, implosion and a 2. So that was a double. That was a drift of the dice. So that is my fault there. No, it wasn't. That was a single pitch and a explosion. So that's a safe result for the cousin 1 set because that was an explosion away. If it's an single pitch towards us, then that would be a warning sample. Let's go all bet set here. I'm just confusing, I think, everybody by talking like that right now. But 3-2, 3-6, dice out. Ooh, short in the landing zone. We got lucky. We have a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that is perfect. And that was our point. So we got that $30 pass line bet to pay out, which I always like to see that. So that way we could drop that actually down to $15 now. So 135 brought back to the rack. We got 75 on the table. We're going to take $15 off the pass line. So we're actually going to go down to $60 on the table at the current moment. We need another $38 plus 15 to get to goal. So not bad considering that we were down on 2 shooters there for a little bit. 3-2, 3-6. That roll would never count on a ship. You were 100%, especially on the Royal Caribbean there, Jen, because if it's even a millimeter away from that back wall, they will call a no roll. Does not matter what the dice result is. So let's go off that set here. And dice out, looking for point. They wouldn't count that one either, but we'll count it. 5-4, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So what's the chances of throwing from 9 feet away and you get both dice to stop almost on the spot? They don't roll forward, they don't roll backwards hardly. Talk about low energy. And again, I am, about 9 feet away. I'll get the tape measure here. We'll measure it out really quick, and I'll show you guys how far away that I actually am throwing from. So the dice I'm throwing from about that 5. And we're throwing from 107 inches away. So just 1 inch shy of that 9-foot mark. So proof is in the pudding there, guys, that I actually am throwing from that distance. 3-2, 3-6. And the point is 9, so we'll go all bet set here. And dice out. And we have the 9. So we have a Buckeye Buckshot, the 4-5, hard 9 again, Big Daddy Mac. And a Buckeye Buckshot means that we set the point, we hit the point already. We got 3 9s in a row. Wow. And that brings us up to 2177. So we're still $23 shy of goal. So we'll stick with that $15 pass line bet. Double pitch on the left die. That was a implosion on the right die. 3-2, 3-6. And let's get those bets in right away so we can go all bet set. And this is our last shooter, win or lose. And I'll bet set here. Dice out. A little bit high energy. We have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend, Win It, and Daddy Joe. So I think that's our second 10 for the day. Yep. And the last time we had a 10 was when the point was set, I believe, on shooter number 2. So the point is 10 now. And looking at the numbers, we really have not thrown a lot of craps numbers or field ends of the table other than magic aces. And now that I said that, I would probably get a curse myself. We're looking for, let's take that $15 out of 10. We'll put that over in a 9. Good morning, Jason, checking in on YouTube. And we're going to stick with that 3236. Still at 22 people watching on YouTube. That is awesome. I appreciate everybody sticking with me throughout the show. And it's out. A little bit short on that landing zone. We got lucky. We got a 134 Joe from Craps Master Journey. That is the first 134 that we had. All the rest of them were the Ian Double Deuces. And we had $15 on that 4, so now we've got $22.04 if I brought everything down. And I'm going to do that. We're going to bring everything down right now, so that way we are, if I lose that pass line bet, we'll only be down $9 under goal. So we hit goal already. We lost almost the full goal, and we got it back again. So that is perfect. And that last roll was a 1-3, so that was an implosion on the left eye, primary on the right side. So that's a safe result. And I'm sticking with my $15 pass line bet. Let's go all bet set. Let's see if we can hit that 10 so we have a little bit of fun money to play with here. Days out. And we did not get the 10, but we have the mid-mo yo-yen. That is Chiro coming to us from above. So all we need is midnight. If we can get midnight, that'll hit the tall. We have not hit one side or the other for quite a while now. I was hitting it like every other day, one side or the other, or both. But we really have not hit one for quite a while now. So that'd be kind of nice to hit that this morning. We have an SOR going of 8.8 right now, SRR of 4.4 because of all those come out 7s. We'll call this all bet set here. 16 people still playing. We're up to 24 people watching. And this is about the time that John pops in to say hi before he gets ready for his show. And we'll go dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Wow. That's the first one of those today. And all we need is that. I think. What do we need? We need a 5 and 6 yet to get that small. So ace deuce, implosion on the left eye, or explosion on the right eye. So that's a drift left or drift right. I'm sorry, drift right. 3, 2, 3, 6. There John is. Good morning, Biff. Mike 85 Bears checking in. Awesome. So say his name and he shall appear. So 3, 2, 3, 6. I'm looking for that 10. And let's call it all bets set here. And I saw Mike, that's not a problem. It is what it is. Luck of the draw. Again, I talked about that earlier in the show today. I think, throwing it. Almost everybody that's in the competition is a very good thrower. And any given day, they can do well. Any given day, they can do poorly as well. We have a 5-3-8. That would be the great 8. That's the first 5-3-8 that we threw for today. And every given day, if I had a 9-roller at the table at the casino, which is what I had in the competition, that was my high rolls in 9, I would have made money off of that, so I would have been happy with that. The other 2, I had a 5 and a 6, it is what it is. But again, like I mentioned earlier, guys, the shooting competition is for fun. It's a great way to showcase our skills. So, you know, some days you do well though. Like if you guys watch my video on Friday, I had a 48 roller. That was my largest roll I've ever had. And then the next roll, I think I had a 0.7 out. So, I mean, that's just the way it rolls. It's just the way it goes, you know. But we'll call that all bet set. I'm still looking for that 10 so we can hit that point and maybe get a little bit of fun money to play with here. That's out. And we have another deuce ace this time, Alfredo sauce. 2 and 3. Getting a little bit saucy. So if you're just joining in, guys, I posted a video last night. It was the introductory video to the blue collar craps, and that's the beginning of my detailed series that I'm going to be doing on blue collar craps. So I'm going to be explaining what blue collar craps is in more detail, how it works, the 6 different categories, the 6 different rules that I have for them. So all that type of stuff. They should have a loser's bracket. I'd be number 1 on that loser's bracket there. So, yeah. So anyhow, we'll go all bets set here. Still looking for that 10. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got, guys, I think we just did it. We did it. We got the tall. We got OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots. Let's light up half of that screen green. And that would be the tall, ladies and gentlemen. So I've not thrown it for probably a little bit over a week now, so that is nice. I had no money on it, so it didn't bother me at all. All we need is that 5 and 6, which should be easy to get, right? All we need is that 5 and 6 to get the small, make them all. So 3, 2, 3, 6. That was an explosion on that left die. That was a single pitch on the right die. So single pitch away with an explosion on the cousin 1 set is a safe result. Get your bets in here so we can go all bets set here. Let's go all bets set here. Dice out. And we have a 3, 5, 8, another great 8. So I still need that 10 for myself, but I'm just playing, shooting dice, practicing here, rolling them out for you guys. Hopefully you guys are making nice money here. And again, that was a primary on that left side. That was a implosion on the right side. 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. Dice out. 27 people now, 17 likes. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out, please. Dice out. Ooh, I hung on to it just for a split second too long, guys. Dice flew up to the left, and we got a Bruce. So that is the end of the roll for the day. That was 2 rolls after we hit that tall. And that was a mechanical flaw in my throw there. I felt it. That was one of those where it left your fingers and you knew it was going to be a bad result because it stuck to my fingers and they split just slightly. But I called it as it went through the air. So that is a end of the roll. And let's go to our statistics for the day here. So we had 10.3 SOR today, so that's good. SRR is miserable with a 5.1, but we had at 11, 12, a 2, 16. So 3 decent rolls and 1.7 out. Our strong numbers today, unfortunately, was at 7 because of those come out 7s, but we had that 9 was off the charts. Box numbers and inside numbers are a little bit low today. 4s and 10s are low today. Come out 7s high, horns high, fields high, hardways were low. Let's go over and look at our black belt statistics. And this is through the end of yesterday. Through the end of yesterday, we have 748 throws for black belt with an SOR of 9.74, an SRR of 7.09, and an BSR of a 6.67. So check the chats here before we wrap up the show. And it looks like they're just talking amongst each other. So, hey guys, make sure, again, like I said, check out the video that I posted last night. And that was an introductory video on the blue collar craps. But hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you back tomorrow. Be safe and be prosperous.